touching without permission is what you wanted.
I'd let me pass, unless you want to know what it feels like when the liquid in your eyeballs crystallizes.
Darling, you're here! Let her in. Let her in. Let her in. Amunet.
Next time you want to talk, come yourself. Don't send your eye hole to attack me.
Did you start a fight? Honestly, Novak. It's why you're my third favorite henchman. I mean, what do I always say?
Never start a fight you can't finish.
And that, my dear, is why you are my favorite. You listen.
Well, apparently you don't. I'm out, Amunet.
Out. Out of what? Out of options, out of your mind.
Out of the closet. There's just so many outs for the lady in blue.
Are you asking me to dance? You should know by now I don't ask for anything. I tell, and I take.
Now, come along.
I want to show you something that could make us both very rich. So fancy.
Yeah, a toast to the future Mrs. Allen.
West Allen.
West Allen. Although your life with Barry may be fast-paced, I hope you guys take the time to enjoy the special moments.
Thank you guys for coming. It really means a lot.
Cheers. Yeah. Well, all right. Who wants my champagne? Craziest thing I get to do tonight is order 2 desserts.
I'll take it. That's right, Iris told me you were pregnant. How's that going?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I mean, it wasn't exactly part of my plan, but I just could not be happier.
I know exactly what you mean.
Oh yeah, how is everything with Oliver and William?
It's an adjustment for the
Do I hear wedding bells ringing in your future?
Oh, no, the last time we did anything that resembled a wedding, Oliver got shot with an arrow, so.
Did you girls order a stripper?
Why didn't you tell me you would have brought all my singles?
No,
Girl, you into some freaky stuff.
Amunet wants you.
Caitlin, do you know him?
You need to come with me.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Please tell me that this is just part of his act.
If it is, it's taking too long. Take it off! Gross! I meant... Oh my God!
Hey everybody, we got a whole bunch of new Flash to break down. We got some Constantine too, because he's coming to Legends of Tomorrow, so I'll explain what's going on with that. And we found out that Jon Noble from Fringe and like a billion other things, like Lord of the Rings, is coming to Legends of Tomorrow as the big bad. So Jon Noble is the big bad for Legends of Tomorrow. His name is Malice. But let's start with this Flash stuff because Katie Sackhoff is making her debut on the show. So if you're finding me for the first time, be sure to subscribe to get everything. There'll be giveaway stuff at the end of the video. So there are a couple Easter eggs in this Killer Frost clip if you didn't spot them. There's Darkseid's Omega symbol as she's walking in. The posters peppered outside the door advertise a karaoke night, just a reference to the karaoke episode from way back in season 1. Been a long time since we've seen that version of Caitlin. And then she walks through the hallway. There's a bunch of graffiti. I can't read all of the text, but there's a giant cat head. The biggest cat in the DC universe is Dexstar. He's one of the Red Lanterns. Now, I don't think the TV show is ever going to do a Red Lantern cat before they do Green Lantern, and I don't know if they're ever going to be able to do Green Lantern, but when they have scenes like this, they can do funny graffiti, like they can just do winks at things, even if they're never intending to do them on the TV show. So it's not like they're saying they're going to be doing Green Lantern stuff, even though there's been Green Lantern Easter eggs in the universe before. Like Ferris Air is a location inside Central City, so there's already a lot of Green Lantern stuff happening. But the whole thing here is just to give you a sense for what Killer Frost's new personality is like in this sort of merged version of Caitlin in Killer Frost. So previously we've seen like the full-blown bad Killer Frost, and we've seen Caitlin, who's like the complete opposite of that. But it seems like what's happening this season is that it's sort of like a fused version. Like remember last season when they started to break through to her and her eyes went from being really shiny to being normal? Like that version of Caitlin. So she has access to all of her power, like she says to that dude before she gets ready to stab him with an icicle. I thought unwanted touching was what you wanted. But obviously the real action of the scene is her talking to Amunet Black, and probably the biggest surprise is that Katie Sackhoff is doing it with a British accent. So if you watch Battlestar or you watch Longmire or any of the other TV shows that she's on, it blows your mind just a little bit. But if you've never seen her before, then you're probably just like, oh, okay, great, new comic book character. But if you're not familiar with her powers, I'll talk about it a little bit more during my episode video tonight, but she has mechanokinesis. So in the other trailer they released a little while ago, which I'll link at the end of this, she just forms a big shield out of random metal that's on her body. That's what all the metal studs on her dress are for. Like obviously, they want to make cool looking costumes, but she can actually use that to form a metal fist. So like imagine her forming a metal gauntlet around her hand and then punching you with that. But the whole thing here is that she's just running this underground ring of rogues. She sort of filled the vacuum that Captain Cold left when he took off. Like, he used to be top dog rogue, then there was Mirror Master, he left, so now we have Amunet Black that's sort of taken over everybody. But because Caitlin is trying to be Caitlin and she doesn't want to be Killer Frost anymore, she tries to leave. Very familiar story. You try to leave the super secret team up, but they won't let you leave. And I know there are a lot of questions about Captain Cold too, because now it seems like she's going to be this version of Killer Frost and look like this for most of the rest of the season. I don't know about the last couple of episodes, but they've already started filming episode 10 and 11, and she still kind of looks like this, so she might be this version of the character for the rest of the season after this episode. But sort of separately, a lot of you have been asking me about Captain Cold because Wentworth Miller posted this very final sounding Instagram message where he just thanked everybody for the awesome time he's had with the character. So pretty much every news outlet is like, Wentworth Miller leaving the role of Captain Cold in the Arrowverse. So people are like, what the hell is going on? But just reading this, it sounds like he might be one of the people that winds up dying during the big four-way crossover, and they do like a Citizen Cold version of him. It's really cool, but that's sort of his way of going out in a big blaze of glory. But because we're on season 4 of The Flash now, and the producers have said that they could go 8 or 9 seasons, there's a billion Flash stories that they could tell. If they really wanted to, they could always bring him back in a future season for a cameo or a small role. So Captain Cold is probably not gone 100%. It just sounds like he's not going to be featured on the shows for like the next year or so. Like in the way that they've gone very reverse Flashlight, he's not gone for good. It's just they did so much of him in previous seasons that they want to give the character a little bit of a break before they bring him back. But as we learn more, I'll post new Captain Cold stuff because he's such a huge character, and there's a really big comic book arc that Amunet Black is involved with that leads into a big Captain Cold story, so I'll talk about that during my Easter egg video tonight. But the big thing that everybody's been talking about recently is Constantine coming to Legends of Tomorrow. But they're bringing Constantine back for 2 episodes, so episode 10 and episode 11. He's going to perform an exorcism in an asylum, but beyond that, we don't really know what the story's going to be. But I think it's sort of a test run to see if they bring the character on as a series regular next year. But let me know in the comments, what do you think about the new version of Killer Frost this season? And what'll happen next is I do have some new Justice League stuff to post before The Flash tonight, so if I can get it done in time, then I'll post it. There's a new round of that Flash Ring giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber, leave a comment on the video. Congratulations to the winner from the last video, Jordan Vasquez. Please private message me so I can get your contact details. You can click here for that 4-way crossover teaser, and you can click here for brand new Justice League versus Darkseid. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.